Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I'm playing other games again on this channel. However, this very first video is not going to be another game. This is going to be to do with FS17. So what I thought I would do is I would show you how to download mods. And also how to make some alterations. People have been asking, how do you go to other websites and download mods? Because they don't know. So there's all kinds of different mods that you can get. Now, I prefer to go to Mod Hoster. I like Mod Hoster best. It's the easiest one to use. But I'll show you another one as well. So if we open that in a new tab and we go to that one as well, we'll take a look. This is fs17.co/mods. Now, some people really don't like these types of sites because generally a lot of the mods on here have been taken from somewhere else and been put on these sites against the wishes of the original modders. But they are there, and they do sometimes have unique mods put onto them that are genuinely uploaded by the original creators. So we will take a quick look at one of these. We want to go for something simple. I was looking for potato orientated stuff, but we will do something nice and simple. Let's go to forage wagons. And so this is mixed feeders. They kind of got them mixed up by the look of it. So you've got a Silo King here with a 1 million litre capacity. That's pretty good. That's a fairly basic sort of mod, so we click on that. There's the different screenshots from it, so you can be sure that this one is from FS17. It's kind of difficult. This is where it gets difficult. I mean, this one actually is nice and simple because you can download it, fs17.co or uploaded to. It's the uploaded one that's sometimes a bit risky. You can get some other things coming up from it. So if we click on that one, you will sometimes get some unwanted ads on either side, and some of those ads may not be suitable for work. I have found that if I have not cleared my browsing history for a while, the ads will be specifically targeted. If I have cleared my browsing history, it tends to default to dating websites, and slightly dodgy looking dating websites as well. You probably won't want to be doing this while you're at work. You have a free download or a premium download. If you click on free download, it processes, it waits for ages. You will get some pop-ups come up as well that can sometimes you've got to really fight to get your mod. This can take ages to get through, so we're not going to worry about that for a minute. I'm actually going to go back to here. We'll go back out of this one. I want to go to a different site and find one that uses a different upload. This one here. This is it. So this one is FS17. So if we click on download, this is where it sort of starts to go wrong. You well, not wrong so much. It tends to look. See, it's already opening up loads of extra ones, and you never really know what it's opening and what it's not opening. So you want to go back here. Then you're going to get all of this, loads of nonsense. You can get rid of the advertisements if you want to. So free download looks like that's the one that we want, but again, it's not necessarily going to work. Oh, it is working. Now we've got this here. That's not actually installing anything, right? That's a pop-up. It's an unwanted pop-up. You do not want this on your computer, no matter what it says. Flash player update recommended. Please install the new Flash player recommended. No, absolutely not. Do not do any of this. Ignore it. Get rid of it. I normally have malware bites. At the moment I've got malware bites. I'm just trialing it, see what it's like. I normally have something, and it will block those kinds of pop-ups from coming up in the first place. Have something on there, block the pop-ups, and then you don't need to worry about them. Click on this free download button again, and hopefully it will take us to the right one. No, we still don't get it. Get rid of that again, and we try again. It's kind of, oh, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're actually getting somewhere. We may actually be able to download this FS17 Holmer Potato Ready. What is it that we're downloading anyway? Oh, we're downloading a sugar beet harvester that can do potatoes at the same time. Right, so now we click on this new bit, this green one, download file over here. You see, it's an absolute nightmare sometimes to try and find. I've got this, pop-ups come up on another screen. I have 4 screens that I use on my computer setup. So let's try clicking that one again, download file. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes you do this several times and you don't get anywhere. So that was not really, it's given up now. Okay, that's not going to work. So I would then have to go back and I would try it again. I'd go through all that palaver again. This is why I don't like using these sites, because it's so difficult to try to actually get through to the right ones. Mod Hoster. If we go to Mod Hoster, we've got this potato harvester and attachment. There, it's the sugar beet harvester that's been adapted by the look of it. A lot of Mod Hoster is in German. You can switch it over to English if you want to. It's American English rather than British English, but either way. You'll still very often find that the descriptions are in German. This is the primary site for a lot of Europeans. And there is a lot of stuff that is uniquely posted onto Mod Hoster that you will not find anywhere else, except for some of those dodgy sites that I just tried to show you. When you can, click on that link hosted at Mod Hoster, not anywhere else, because there are ones at File Upload and different places that you can find. But no, we don't want that. We want to go to that one because it's a nice, clean, easy download. So here we go. And I just click here to start download. It'll open up another page. Or at least this is what it does for me anyway. And then I go back here and you can save as, or you can just save it exactly as it is right now. Right. Open folder. That is opening on another screen. I just need to... It takes... My downloads thing takes a little while. So, oh, there's an advertisement for cattle and crops there. At the moment, that is still grey screen simulator for me. I've not been able to do anything with it while my downloads populates itself. So we'll go back from here. Right, that is ready. I will get that in just a second. Yeah, see what I mean by the adverts? This is not a typical dating website. Those are the default ones after you clear your browsing. So just be careful when you clear your browsing. You may get a whole load of dating websites being suggested to you. And yeah, you don't really want that. Right, I will get rid of that. Now, I want to... I'm just doing this off the camera a second because I don't want some of these file names being seen, because they contain personal information. So if I click on that and I click cut, and we go to here, right, now I can bring this one on show. So yeah, it'll be in your downloads folder and you will see the name and it will normally tell you which one that you've got. So you right click on it and select cut. You remove it from there, and then you go to documents. And you look down your documents down through here and you go to My Games, that one right there. And then you look down through My Games and you go to Farming Simulator 2017, there. And you've got this. Now, you won't necessarily have all of this. Music, PDLC, pending downloads, move to HUD settings. I'm not sure what that is. Your course play. You won't have all of this in here, right? But what you will have is a list of save games, one through however many you got at the time. You'll have your save game backup file, and you will have your mods file here. This is my mods file. As you can see, I have an extensive mods file. I use a lot of mods. Most of them have got FS17 in front of them because they are directly from Giants. I prefer to get them from Giants. It's safer. There's no other issues. So then you just right click and paste, and there is the one that we've just downloaded and installed. That is now ready to play in the game. You will see that one in the game ready to go. I don't actually want that one, so I'm just going to delete it now. So the next thing that we're going to look at is how to alter capacities and things like that. So I'm going to do this with the Fent GT. I'm going to also show you, I don't want the Seasons one. I will show you the New Holland CR1090 that, if you take a look here, when you double click on them, this is a zip file. So the first thing that you want to do with the zip file is you want to unzip it. But before we do that, if I just show you down through here, you're looking for XML documents. Yeah, you got mod description. You will have that in almost all of them. Some of them are different. Some of them are not so easy to sort of figure out. But almost all of them will have an XML document with a mod description. If you double click on that, that's just opening another screen, so I'll bring that one over here. My XML documents open in an old version of, I can't even remember what it's called. I use Microsoft Edge now. This is the other one, the old one, but it doesn't actually do anything. It just sort of shows you this information. This is what you see in the shop, and some of the descriptions for it. So you don't need to worry about that one. There's nothing to see there. New Holland CR1090 XML document. This is the one that talks about the actual vehicle. Now, if we have a look here, This one, this is a description, store data, this bit. It can look confusing, it's not actually that confusing. Price, $425,000. These bits here, you can alter those as much as you like. That's just a description in the shop. It doesn't show anything at all. That one there is where you alter the price. And if you change that number, it changes price. You cannot change it in this screen, though. It's very important to remember. You can't change it in here. Lifetime 600. I'm not sure. I think that refers to how long the vehicle will last before it sort of expires. Then you got the wheels auto rotate backwards. You don't want to worry about that. Rotating crawlers and crawler lengths and stuff. This is all information that is a little more advanced. Don't change any of it. It's just the simple thing is just don't change any of it. Let's go with the simple bits first. Fuel capacity there. That's one that you can change to increase the amount of fuel that you can carry. And if you come down a little bit further, let's brake lights, mirror index, attacher joints, and you keep looking down until you find fill units, fill unit capacity 64,000, right there. I've actually altered that one on the Combine, you've probably seen in the Texas map, to, I think it was 640,000 or something obscene like that. It was a great deal. And that's the number that you alter to get that. And then overloading capacity, that's how fast it flows out of the tank. I changed that one as well so that it would unload a lot faster than it does. And I think that's all you got to do in order to make it go faster, is just increase that number there. Then the next bit that we were looking at was the horsepower of the machine. That is here. Motor max backwards gear ratio. But the one that you're looking for is max RPM. That says 2850. You can increase that one to say 5,000, 20,000, whatever you like. But you've also got to increase a torque scale. This one, increase this one to like 25, will give you a lot more horsepower, a lot more power on your machine. And someone said the brake force, there, we got brake force 9, increase the brake force in order to change how the vehicle responds. So those are the ones that you alter there. And also the camera. Someone was asking, how did I change the camera on one of those vehicles? You got to look down through. The only way to do this is to experiment, right? So I'll just quickly show you the camera bit that I was talking about. Cameras count 2. Camera 1, index 400, transmax 50, transmin is 4, rotate max 1, -1, use world, true, limit, true, true. Then the other one, you got max 0, min 0. So if it's 0 and 0 for the maximum and the minimum, that's the one from inside the cab. That's all you need to know. That's how you can sort of logically find that out. You can rotate that one, yes. So you can twist it round. So there are some that have more than 2 cameras that you can't rotate them. So we don't need to worry about that. And that one uses the mirrors. But then what I do, if I want to increase the distance on the camera, go to the camera that has a max of more than 0. So that one's 50. Change that up to 100. That's what I did with my truck. I changed that one up to 100. You can go more than that. You could go 200. Experiment a little bit with it. Just remember, the more you experiment, the more drastic changes might happen. So if we come out of there and we go back through here, we got the New Holland CR1090. The first thing you do before you start to make any changes is you do that and you go copy. And then you close down that screen there. I just drop it down here and I go paste. There we go. Right, I've got a copy. New Holland, CR1090, that one's safe. And then I go back to my mod edit folder. Anything in here I can copy. I've already got copies of that one, so I don't need to worry about it. Next thing you do is you need to extract. Now, I use 7-zip. That is a free program. You can do a quick Google for that, and you can download it. It's brilliant. There's all sorts of different ones that you can do. So I extract to New Holland CR1090. It will tell you the file name. And all that's doing, it's extracting there. And then it's made a new file here that is extracted. So you can work with stuff that's not in a zip folder. It's got to be in these zip folders in order to be able to be used. So we go to here, and then we go down through. Now, ignore those bits because they're DDS files. You don't have to do anything with that. The only one that we want is this one here, the New Holland CR1090. Now, if we open it normally, you've seen how it comes up. So we right-click, and we go down and we go open with, look down through here, and you want Notepad. You don't want WordPad, you want Notepad. It's a very, very basic one. Let's bring it down into the right screen, and that's what you get. Now, you then have the wonderful, wonderful, look, you can just look right there, brake force, max RPM, 2850, that's the one that I was talking about. So we found one there already. And you can just sort of go along there and use that as a reference. So we could change the brake force, we could increase that, and forward gear ratio, and more gear ratio. Go all the way through. Torque. Just put the cursor in there somewhere so that you can see where it is. And that's basically, you don't want to be changing anything. You don't want to be pressing enter and altering too much on here until you really know what you're doing. And you've got to look very carefully. It takes a while to try and find the right numbers, believe me. I have spent a long time sometimes. Some days you can spend a really long time looking. Let's go to fuel capacity. That's a nice and simple one to alter, so we can just do that, and we can go to... So there we go. If I do that, I've now got a fuel capacity of 22,750 litres. A massive fuel capacity. I can just press X, save, and that has now changed that XML document. Now, I need to zip that back up. You don't do it from out here. You go, oops, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go back into that one, highlight the whole lot, and then go to here. You go, not send to, 7-zip is the one that I use. So I go to that, and then I go, I don't want to compress an email. I just add, not 7-zip. You don't want that one. You want zip. It's got to be .zip at the end. So add to New Holland CR1090.zip. So I click that one. That's zipping the file back up, and that there then is the one that I want to use. So I would take that one, I would cut it like this, just go cut, and then I would go back through the documents and drop that into my mods folder. That's how you make those simple adjustments. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to paste that one back in there, and I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm just going to delete everything that I've done there. Now, in order to do some of these changes, I found that this Fent GT255, the creator of this mod, is one of the most wonderful human beings on the planet. Because if you go to this one, and you go to, hang on, I want to open with, that one, there we go, open with, and if I go to Notepad, look, the person that created this script pressed enter after everything. So it's all laid out exactly how you would want it to be laid out. It's nice and easy. It's so much easier. But trust me when I tell you that for every 50 mods that you try to change, only one of them will be laid out like this, nice and simply. All the others will be like the last one I showed you, where you have got to go through very, very slowly and carefully and find the right numbers in the right places. So we could go through on this one, and we could change that to 45,000 there. We could come down a bit further, and fuel usage is here. Cameras count. We got camera count 2. So if we looked here, we got the camera 2 rotates minimum, maximum. That's not the ones. Yeah, trans min and trans max, 0 and 0. We want trans min, trans max. That one's on 35. I could, if I change that one there to 100, like that, that means that I'll be able to zoom the camera out a lot further than I can at the moment. So that would be that one. And what else we got? We got the motor configurations here. Motor torque scale. Minimum RPM, maximum is 3,200. You got the brake speeds, and you can sort of bring this one along here. So you got your gear ratios and stuff like that. Motor torque scale, that's the one that you really want to be worrying about. Oop, let me just do that. Don't delete anything except the numbers. You be really careful when you're changing these. So if I change that to 30, that should give me a whole load of extra. I can change this up as well, just to like help it out a bit. So if I change that to say 25,000 maximum RPM, I'm not sure what that's going to do. Brake force is 5 at the moment. So if I go brake force 50. We try that. No idea what that would be like. And then I'm not going to actually show you trying it in the game. This is your wheel configurations and things. A lot of this is self-explanatory. If you're really lost and you've got no idea what you're doing here, you can try it. You can try altering the numbers in the right places. Make sure you save copies and then put them back in again. You always back up your copies and back up your saved games before you start dropping these modded files into them, just in case you change the wrong thing. Also, don't re-upload these mods that you've altered as your own mods, because that's a type of mod theft, and that is the type of thing that is really frowned upon by everybody in the entire community. Fill volume is... I'm looking for the fill volume at the moment. We've got tip animations here. Fill volume, tip animations, fill volume again. It's difficult to try and find them. Sometimes you really do struggle to find the right numbers in the right places. You got heights here. You got unload. Oh, hang on. We right. Fill units. There we go. Right. Capacity. That's the one that I changed already. See, 8.5 million. I changed that to, but I didn't. I don't think I changed anything else. I thought I changed the torque on this as well. Motor configurations. Oh no. I didn't change that. The one that I changed was up here. Wheel configuration, differentials, motor configurations, capacity. Oh, maybe it wasn't that one. I definitely changed one of them, and it increased the horsepower of the machine. It didn't work very well, but it did kind of work. Or maybe it is that one. But yeah, it's difficult. You kind of got to play around with it. I don't know very much about it, but I hope that this did kind of give you a bit of a clue into what to do for these different types of alterations that it's possible to do with the game. Just make sure you back up and save everything that you do. And yeah, that's about it. So, I mean, the one that I see most commonly is this one here. You go into the price, and that's a really easy one to find as well. So now it's costing $10 or 10 euros, whatever it is. It's just 10 financial units. That there does not change the horsepower of the machine in any way. It makes no difference whatsoever. So don't even worry about it. I changed that one there just to reflect what it actually is. But yeah, you've got to go down and you've got to find the whole fill volumes thing here. Fill units there. I don't know what that bit means. I've got no idea. Fill type categories. Bulk capacity 8.5 million. That's the one there that I changed. But every mod is slightly different. You will have different things for different mods. You've got to go through it really carefully and slowly and look at it. So I don't want to save any changes that I made there. Let's go back. Hang on. We go to here. So if you just double click on the XML file and have it on this, it's really easy to sort of see the different figures in that. What I tend to do is I put this alongside the notebook one, and then I can use this for a reference as I'm going down through and I'm looking at the different numbers, trying desperately to figure out which one to change. Here, see, max forward speed 183. I changed that one. And forward gear ratios 250. Torque scale, I changed that to 4.375. I think that's actually quite high. I think normally it's like 0.3 or something like that, so changing it to 4.3 was quite high. I didn't change the brake force limits at all. But anyway, that's it from me. I will have actual other games to play later in the week, and there will be 3 per week sort of from now on in. If you enjoyed this episode, please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.